Hi, I'm Troy.
Hi, I'm James.
And we're here at Just Play Board Games in Shinjeju on beautiful Jeju Island.
Hey.
And today, James and I are going to talk about a game that we both use in our classrooms called Saboteur. And I have Saboteur 1 and the expansion Saboteur 2. We'll go through it and I'll show you how it plays, and then on the other side we'll come back and talk about it. Okay, in this video I'm going to show you a game of Saboteur with the expansion Saboteur 2. I highly recommend for you to purchase both Saboteur and Saboteur 2. Saboteur 2 just adds so much more flavor, so many more cards, and it introduces more teams. Saboteur 1, you have two teams. You have the dwarves who are trying to find the gold, and the saboteurs who are trying to sabotage their efforts. But in the Saboteur 2 you have more teams, and we'll just go over those. We have the blue team, and if you're on the blue team you are trying to find the gold. There are 4 of them. You have the green team, and there are also 4 of them, and they are also trying to find the gold. You have the boss. He has a blue shirt and green shorts. If the blue team or the green team win, the boss also wins, but he gets 1 less gold than either of the teams. Then we have the profiteer. It doesn't matter who wins, the profiteer will win, but he will receive 2 less gold than the winning team. And there's only 1 profiteer. We have the geologist. The geologist is not concerned about gold. He is looking for crystals that you find on the tunnels. And then lastly we have the saboteurs. There are 3 saboteurs, and they are looking basically to thwart your efforts to find the gold. And if the cards run out before the gold is found, or before there is a clear path to the gold, then the saboteurs win. And those are your teams. So what you're going to do at the first of the game, everybody's going to secretly get one of these cards, and you look, and I'm the blue team, so I'm trying to find the gold. Okay? So everybody has a character, everybody's on the team, but it is secret. So don't tell your team. Sometimes when you're the saboteur, you're going to have to block paths, so it's going to be very clear who the saboteur is. But the geologist also wants to prolong the game to get as many crystals out there. So each player is going to be dealt 6 cards, and on your turn you're going to play 1 card, you're going to dig a tunnel, and you want to get, if you're the green or blue team or the boss, you want to get from here and find the gold here. And in between the start point and the gold cards are will be 7 cards. Okay? Until you get 7 cards in between them, you can't flip over any of those cards. And you're going to play a card, and then you're going to pick a card. You're going to play a card, and you're going to pick a card. And I'll just go over, actually I may as well go over every card there is in there, just to show you. We start off with breaking axes and fixing axes. If you have a broken axe, you cannot dig a tunnel. So anybody can fix your axe, and you can fix anybody's axe. So if you know that someone's on your team and they have a broken axe, you can fix their axe. And that goes the same with a wagon or a cart and a lamp. If any of those 3 things are broken, you cannot dig tunnels. You can play other cards, you can play other special cards, but you cannot dig tunnels. And there are a couple cards like this that give you the opportunity to fix both, or to fix 2 things, but you can only fix 1. You can only choose 1 to fix. If you have a broken axe and a broken wagon and you play this card, you cannot fix both. You have to choose 1. There's this card. This allows you to look at another player's character card to find out if they're on your team or not. It's a good card to have to make sure. If you don't think you're on a winning team, you can play this card and change your character card. So you throw away your character and you pick an identity or a team, and you pick a new team. And sometimes you know, maybe you're the saboteur and you don't think the saboteurs are going to win, you think the other teams are going to win, and you play that card to switch, but you get a saboteur again. So you can throw people in jail, and you can let people out of jail. If you are in jail, you cannot build a tunnel, and if your team wins and you're still in jail, you do not collect any gold. So that's an important card if you want to win. Remember, you're on a team, But in the end, it's a competitive game where you're trying to get the most gold. So teams don't win in this game in the end. Individuals win. On the way, you get on different teams. And you're going to do this 3 times too. So during the course of a game, you're going to be 3 different characters. Or the possibility is there anyway. You can play this card and change hands with another player. Completely change hands. This card here allows you to steal gold once the round is over, unless somebody slaps your hand, and then you throw away this card, or both of these cards, and you can't steal gold. You can play this card and cause a rock fall, and effectively you're taking a card that you don't want on the board away, and you're discarding it. This card allows you to choose one of the gold cards here over on the right, and you can look at one of those cards and keep it a secret, so you know if that card is the gold or not. You have doors. There are green doors and there are blue doors. And if there is a green door in front of you, only the green team can pass through. And it's the same for the blue team. Only the blue team can pass through a blue door. And the boss can pass through as well. So if you do find the gold, but on the path from the starting card to the gold card, if there is one of these doors, only that colored team can go through. And these are the crystals that the geologist is looking for. There's a bunch of cards in there with the crystals. I don't know exactly how many, maybe 12 or 15. So there's lots of those to be had. And the last card I'm going to show you is a ladder card. Oh, sorry. Is a ladder card. And this ladder card allows you to start where this card is laid. So as you can see, there's a ladder on the start card as well. So it basically allows you to go under the ground deeper, and then tunnel through under all of the tunnels that have been already dug, and then pop yourself up here and you can start here. And that allows you to get around roadblocks. Maybe if you're the blue team and you come to a green door, you can play this and get around the green door. So it's a very important card as well. So basically what you're going to do on your turn, you're going to play a card. So let's say I'm the Saboteur. This is a great card to play here because it's a dead end. And now that team, now you can't go anywhere, can't go any further. Just going to zoom in here. And the next person that plays, maybe they're going to play this tunnel here, and then I'm the Saboteur, so I'm going to block everything off here. So as soon as you play those, you know, they know you're the Saboteur, and they're going to try to break your axe and break your wagon and break your lamp and throw you in jail. And if they don't, then maybe they're on your team. All the cards laid are in profile. You can't lay a card down like this, so you can't lay this card here. All of them have to be profile. And like I said, you go 1, 2, 3, sorry, you start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once there are 7 cards, you flip over the card. Let's just see if I can do one here. And we'll flip that one, and we'll go there. And we need more. And I'm going to go here. And then we'll go that one and that one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, 5 cards, 6 cards. So then when we get to the end, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. When we get to this one, we flip it over and we see, no, there's no gold there. So now we have to go around and we have to go down to these ones or get there another way. So I'm going to play this card, and then I'm going to play this card, and then I'm going to play this card. That goes there. I'm going to play that one. I'm going to play that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more card to get me there, and boom, there it is. And we still haven't found it, so now we know the gold's there. Let's just say that this was the gold. You notice that we have found the gold, but there is no clear path from the starting card to the gold. You see how this is kind of cuts off and there's no way to get there. That's where you want to play your ladder card. So you can play it there, and then there's a clear path, or you can just play it there. Right? And that's how you win. So depending on how many people are on the winning team, let's say there's one person who wins, then they get 5 coins, 5 gold. the boss will get 3 gold. The profiteer will get, sorry, the boss will get 4 gold. The profiteer will get 3 gold. So it depends on how many people are on the team that wins. I'll just show you the little chart here on the rules. So there you go. 1 dwarf. If 1 dwarf wins, they get 5 gold. If 2 dwarves win, you get 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, and 5, 1. And then and that includes the saboteurs. If you never make it there, and there are 2 saboteurs, then they are considered dwarfs, and they get 4 each. And the profiteer would get 2, if there is a profiteer. So there you have it. That was Saboteur 1 and the expansion Saboteur 2. I don't play without the expansion anymore, mostly because my kids like the geologist and the profiteer and the boss. So I don't play with just the first game anymore. Anyway,
I'd love to play with the expansion, but you haven't got it for me yet. And it's how long has that been?
Q-Han, that's up to you to send me through that. It's on back order. It's because it's such a popular game. But the expansion, instead of having 1 saboteur among the players, there are different teams. Yeah. And there are also, like I showed in the video, there are doors. They're like a green door, and if you're on a blue team, you can't go through the green door. Only the green team.
The first time we ever played it, actually, someone lied to us and told us that there was 2 different teams. So when we all turned over, he said, "Are you on the blue team or the green team?" And we all thought, "Wow, we're not. Well, who's on the green team?" So it was like a really competitive game, and then we flipped them all over. We realised there was only 1 team.
Right.
So thanks, Chris, and it made it very exciting.
And who won?
The blue team won.
Nice. You mean the dwarves won?
Yeah.
Nice, because in the original, you have a lot of different colors. There's purple, there's blue, there's green, there's orange, there's yellow, there's red, and they're all on 1 team. And then you have a series of, well, depending on how many players are playing the game, you're going to have 1 or 2 or 3 saboteurs.
It was the hats, if I remember correctly. It was the hats. Do you have a red hat or a green hat? And everyone's got a red hat.
Ah. So you all won. So you're all on the same team.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how you use this in the classroom. Like, why do you use this in the classroom?
I use this game because it's a very visual game. It's very easy to explain to children who don't have English as a first language. I mean, it's tunnels and straight lines. So what do? You put a tunnel down. Where do you go? Follow the lines.
Right.
It's very easy. There's the element of attacking each other, which they really like.
Yep.
I think
really hate.
Yeah. Some of the younger kids don't really understand the concept of teams, so they just like attack the person in the class who they don't like. And sometimes I've had problems where when we reveal the cards, they're not on the team that they thought they were on because they didn't look at it properly. But it's fun. Yeah. The one thing I never ever use, I don't know if you do, is the gold.
You don't use the gold?
I never use the gold. I mean, because my class is a bit different to yours, where I do this maybe at the end of the class, like it's a 10-15 minute time period.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have time to do more than 1 round, so I just don't bother with the gold. It's just whoever wins, wins.
Right.
Let's play ones for fun.
Yep. I mean, a lot of times too, this is a great game, and it takes, if you're going to do all 3 rounds, depending on if the saboteur is effective or not, it would take between a half an hour and 45 minutes. But if you get a saboteur who's effective and you're not getting to the gold, you're going to go through all these cards. So sometimes I played this, it took an hour 15 minutes. If you do all 3 rounds. But like you just said, sometimes you don't have the time, especially in an ESL classroom, which is what, 50 minutes maximum, usually around 40 minutes. So if you have only 10 minutes left at the end of class, you're only going to do 1 round, but you can do it like that.
I mean, I played this at a camp as well, and basically that was all we did, was play Saboteur in like a 20-minute time period, and those were like older kids and they really got into it.
Right.
And I mean, I explain it a little differently. It's not like you're a red dwarf, you're a green dwarf. They're like, you're the good guy, you're the bad guy.
Right, of course.
Who's the good guy, who's the bad guy? And then they're just yelling at each other like, you're the bad guy.
Right.
Why'd you do that? So it's a good game, get some talking, get some shouting.
And good segue into talking. I really enjoy this game because of the broad range of vocabulary you're going to pick up with this game. And basically what I say, every time they lay a card they have to say something and they have to tell me what they're doing. So it's a lot of I'm gonna. So I don't know about your kids, but every kid I've ever had, it's very hard, tenses are very hard for ESL classrooms,
Yes.
ESL students, especially in Korea. I don't know about China or Japan or anywhere else in Asia, but in Korea, tenses are hard for them. So I really stress them saying, I'm going to do something, or I'm going to do something. And in this game, especially in the expansion, you have going to open the door to jail, going to break your lamp, going to fix your lamp. There's I'm going to build a green door.
I didn't know those doors.
Yeah, there's doors. I'm going to steal gold. And there's another card that will slap you. I'm going to build a blue door. I'm going to build a ladder. There's a ladder, like
another ladder.
Another ladder
Another
where
start, wow.
it's basically another start card. So if you're at a dead end and you can place this down somewhere, then you can start from there and you can get around the dead end.
These look really exciting.
Yeah.
I wish that I had these. Yeah, someday. Yeah.
So that's what I do. I try to ensure that the kids are always going to say something whenever they lay it down, and I ask the question, what are you going to do? And then they have to say, I'm going to. And then if you want to do past tense, what did you do? And then they have to say, I built. So the amount of vocabulary that comes in here is one of the reasons I use it. And like you just said, it's very visual. There's no reading in it. Which is quite a bonus, especially in my group, because I don't stress reading or writing, I just stress talking. I want the kids to talk. So in this game there's so much to say, especially with the expansion, and I recommend you buy the expansion. I promise you'll never use it. You'll never play the game without the expansion. And like I said, the vocabulary, or not the vocabulary, but the grammar of I'm going to and I will and I did really is really stressed in this game, and it's very effective, I think.
The one issue I had with this game out of the box, and every single person I know, I think apart from you, who owns it, has done this, is it can be confusing, because there is the main visual element is you're building, it's like is it seven
cards in order from the ladder.
Yeah, 7 by 6, and sometimes it's someone wins and you're like, oh, I didn't count it properly, I thought we were on 5. Or I didn't realise we were so close to the gold.
Right.
So especially at my school, I've just got a big piece of paper and drew grid lines on it.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of hokey looking, but it lets them put the cards in, especially for younger kids. I mean, younger kids and older men, because I can't count. But it's very difficult for the younger kids to be like, remember, oh, I've got 2 more to go to win. So sometimes they don't even, they just go and all over the place and like make huge diagrams, which is in itself quite exciting, but does not get us any gold.
I always count. I always count. I was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I always say, if you're the Saboteur, you're doing really well. If you're the Dwarf, you got to pick it up and get to this gold and find this gold. So I make sure they know what type of, or how far away we are from the gold. And one of the problems I find with the game is, and this happens a lot. You said it's 7 by 6, but we go, sometimes it goes and goes and goes, and we run out of room on the table. So you have to say, okay, basically, listen, you're not going to get there from here. No. So stop putting cards down.
Buy a bigger table. It's not their fault, is it?
They're going to buy a bigger room.
A table in the box. Put a table in your box.
Yeah, put a table.
Fine, more people will buy it.
Should come with the table attached. That's the next expansion.
Wow. When will I get that?
A couple of years. I mentioned this before. Like in this new game, you can change hats.
Wow.
You can trade teams. So if you don't like it, and I mean, you can keep that card until the end. And if you're a Saboteur and you think the Saboteur, they're going to find the gold, then you switch hats and you hope you don't get the Saboteur.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and you can throw people in jail. And if you're in jail and the game is won, you get nothing, even if you're on the team that won.
Well, it's the same in the basement. If your tills are broken, you don't get any gold.
Yes, you do.
So, it's in the rules.
Not my rules.
Just play board games.
Yeah, sometimes I don't play by the rules, I play by my own rules. Because I don't read the rules. But, are you serious?
Yeah, it's in there.
Really?
It's not like it's an optional rule, but say we've always.
Oh, it's optional?
Yeah, say we've always played it.
So I don't take that option.
But it's there.
I'll have to look that up and get back to you. So anyway.
If anyone watches this, tell him off in the comments.
Yeah.
No one
if anybody watches. Chris.
Mom.
Chris will watch it and you'll see it. Alright, anything else? Any other comments on the game?
It's fast, it's fun, it's colourful, it's really good. Play it with kids, play it with adults, play it with anyone.
Yep.
I wouldn't play with cats.
Yeah.
I can't really manipulate the cards. But anyone else, yeah. I mean, I really like this game. It's simple. I mean, there's so many games with hidden role mechanics.
Yeah.
Some of them get a bit like clunky, and this one's just like boom, 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 boom. Oh, there's a pit stop on the Saboteur.
Right.
Do something about it. I really like it.
Yep, I have not had any students that didn't like it. Every time I pull it out, well, we don't pull it out a lot now just because I bought a few more games, more filler games, and we've played this quite a bit. But when I first brought this out, I loved it right off the bat, and my students did as well. And when we got the expansion, it really took off. But now we've played it so much that it doesn't get pulled out very often. But you know, one of the things I do like about this game is when I get a new student and I want to test their English level. I pull out this game because, like I said, the kids like it, but it's an easy game to grasp. It's not a difficult game. You use the expansion. I mean, there are cards that there's more to it, so you have to help them a little bit more. But it's just a simple game to pick up, and because there's no reading, some of the games I play with new students slows them down if they're too low. If their level's too low, it slows them down if there's anything to read. So there's absolutely no reading. It's all symbols. And up here too, I mean, here's the card. You get to switch hands with somebody, and I don't know if you can see it very well, but up in the corner there's a little symbol that shows you that action. And I mean,
Can I do that in later?
yeah, put that
They look
in.
amazing.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to do that yet.
Oh, we'll figure it out. It'll be a
I'll
learning
have to take
process.
a course. And up here there's there's symbols on the top left and right hand corners of the cards to kind of show you the action that you have to take. So it's a great way to figure out somebody's ability, see how quickly they get, I'm going to dig a tunnel. I mean, that's what they say mostly. I'm going to dig a tunnel, I'm going to dig a tunnel, I'm going to dig a tunnel. So see how quickly they can get that. So it's a great way to evaluate, to assess the kids' levels. And after that, it's just a really fun game.
It's not very expensive either.
And it's not very expensive, $15 maybe, 20, less than $20.
Especially if you've only got the base game.
That's right, and if you pay cash, you get 10% off. Yeah. Cool. All right, that's it?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that was it. Saboteur 1 and 2. I recommend, if you have one, to buy 2 because it really gives you a different level on the game and really makes it all that much more fun with the different teams. So, for James Budd, I'm Troy, and we're at Just Play Board Games. Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much.